Hey, 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 everybody. Jenna and myself are here, and I don't know the last time that we have been together live. So we are both so excited to bring in the fresh year with you guys. So happy 2022. And today we are going to do a question and answer session. Last time I did this was several months ago, and I know there was a lot of excellent feedback. So I felt this would be the perfect time that Jenna and I could be together and then hopefully answer a ton of your questions. We also have a lot of excellent questions pulling in from Instagram. So we're going to start with some of those. So while you guys comment below, say hi to always, tell us where you're from, and then start popping in your questions because we know that there's typically a little bit of delay from when we can see them. So yeah, Jenna, do you have anything? What you got?
Happy New Year. I'm just so super excited to be back into the swing of things. There's been a lot of planning and a lot of changes happening behind the scenes. So it's nice to just be doing something out of the norm, like just being live and back on and chatting with everyone. So yeah, I just want to wish everybody a very happy new year. I hope your holidays were amazing. And I think one of the things that I'm most looking forward to in the new year is hopefully some normalcy at trade shows. We have been planning all of the education for our upcoming trade shows. There's actually one happening right now as we speak. It's ASI Orlando. And some of you even might be there right now. So definitely, if you're there, if you haven't had a chance to stop in the stalls booth, definitely do that. Today is the last day, so we want to take advantage of that. But yeah, planning all that education, and then we have Impressions Long Beach coming up at the end of the month, but also ASI Fort Worth. So there's just a lot going on this month. So if you guys weren't able to make it out to ASI Orlando, there's a lot of other options. But I'm just so excited to get back and see everybody in person. But yeah.
Yay! I know. I'm very much looking forward to Impressions just because I miss like seeing people.
Yeah.
The screen is great, but I feel like I'm in a little box in my office. So I am ready to see the people.
Yeah.
Fun.
What's one of the things that you're looking forward to in the new year?
Me?
Yeah.
People.
Yeah.
I mean, one of my favorite things, especially, well, just in general, is trade shows and seeing customers since I don't, travel to territory anymore and visit. It's nice to have like this back and forth or answer questions.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, there's just something so energetic about in-person events, It's just, yeah.
So we have some people commenting in, lots of people from YouTube, a few people from Facebook. Hello, Shayna. It's good to see a familiar name on here. Hello, everybody. Sharon. Hi, Jay.
I could feel the emphasis in Jenna.
It's really nice to see everybody commenting in. So like Kelly mentioned, whenever we first opened up the broadcast, today we are doing a Q&A. And this is actually one of my favorite things because it's very conversational. We get to hear from you guys what questions you have and also kind of your take on how you would answer some of the questions, because I know that whenever we're live, we actually have a lot of like industry professionals, watching with us and also answering questions. So definitely looking forward to some of the questions that you guys have. While you guys are coming up with some of those questions and chatting with us, we also have some questions coming in from Instagram from our post today that we wanted to address because this is a very popular topic. And I think that this topic is going to be just kind of one of those buzz topics that everybody continuously talks about throughout the year because it's such a new implementation into the industry. And we are talking UltraColor Max, right? So definitely want to hear from those of you who have already used it. But UltraColor Max, for those of you who aren't familiar with it, is a new full color heat transfer that has just been introduced not that long ago. And we're taking time to educate a lot on it so that everybody can understand really why to use it, when to use it, how you can use it. So we want you guys to really be set up for success when it comes to using new products. So one of the top questions on Instagram regarding UltraColor Max is, can I order my own logo in this? So Kelly, can you kind of review with them, quantity, minimums, and kind of how the ordering process of the UltraColor Max goes?
Sure. So it's very similar to ordering any type of CAD prints. So if you haven't ordered CAD prints, then I'll still explain the process. But those of you that have ordered CAD prints, it's still very, very similar. Now, when you are ordering UltraColor Max, you have, is it 22 by 22? I'm sitting like designing some art and I believe it's 22 by 22. I know one of the sizes is 22 inches in length, but you have a much larger size to work with than any other product that you have ever ordered from Stalls and from Stalls and Transfer Express. When it comes to UltraColor Max, it works in the same way of CAD prints, meaning there is not a certain required minimum, right? So if you need, I work better off of
demo, registration, something to show. I'm the same.
That's gotta be like just how we educate, but I am like, let me show you what I'm talking about here. So if you have one more, I'm looking for one more thing.
While you're grabbing that, the dimensions, I believe, are 21 by 21.
Oh, thank you. Okay. So
and that's in regards to the gang sheet, for those of you wondering what we're talking about as far as dimensions go.
Alrighty. So here we go. The way the easiest is to explain it is if you need one simple, my like light is so off today.
There it is. You can see it.
And you tell it's like the first live back in the new year. I had too much time off. Okay, so if you have one logo to upload, you can simply upload your logo as it is with the size that you need, and you can order just that logo. Or you can gang a sheet and upload it that way. With the gang sheet size, you have a max of, like Jenna was saying, 21 by 21 inches. It's a minimum of $25 for that order. So if your 21 by 21 sheet is all you need and you can put 25 logos on that sheet, that 21 by 21 inch sheet is going to hit that $25 minimum, meaning all you need to order is one sheet. So if you are just going to upload your logo like this in this size, then you're going to have to order the number of logos to hit that $25 minimum. Otherwise, you can just gang your entire sheet and order it that way. I don't know if I just made that extremely confusing, because I would still love to have like a spreadsheet of, examples, but you have $25 minimum. So if you're ordering a giant 20-inch by 20-inch logo, then that $25 minimum is going to hit that one logo. That's also how CAD prints is ordered. So instead of having a 12-piece minimum or 25-piece minimum or 50-piece minimum, it's based off of dollar value. So if you're ordering a tiny half-inch heart, then you're probably going to need about 150 of those hearts in order to hit that $25 minimum. So it's excellent because you can do full color, you can do single color, you can gang whatever logos you need on that sheet. If you're looking to do samples for a customer, then you have the ability to do however many different logos and you're only paying $25. So think of it in terms of if that logo cost you $2 and the sample shirt you were doing cost you $5, you just only have $7 invested in that overall sample instead of doing a sample that's going to cost you like 50 because of the minimum. It is an excellent, very, very lightweight. If you peel the carrier, then you've got a little tiny sheen. And if you go back and you hit it again, then you definitely mat it down. So there's some excellent uses for this product. You can do it on caps, polos, bags, sweatshirts, hoodies, t-shirts. I mean, the list goes on. We're doing a ton of testing and we're working on creating a ton of content for it. So stay tuned because it's probably going to hit you in the face. Here comes pretty soon.
Absolutely. It's definitely a huge topic. Everybody's talking about it. And we are working on, like Kelly said, content, which you guys can find on the Stalls TV YouTube channel. And those videos are also shared onto Facebook. So you guys won't miss a beat as we are testing things. We're going to be sharing that stuff with you, doing videos so that you are as much in the know as we are as far as how the product works and what all it can work on. Another common question we're getting is, what product is UltraColor Max replacing? And as of now, it's not replacing anything. It's not replacing UltraColor Soft. We still love that product and it is still relevant, especially if you want something next level that has a bit of a softer feel. So UltraColor Soft will still be sticking around with UltraColor Max and also our other CAD prints products. So for those of you that need a full color dye blocking solution and are using SuperTech Sublistop to inhibit those dyes from migrating through some of the lighter colors in your design or logo, that product is still available. If there is anything that you are using that is going to be discontinued or replaced with this product, we will absolutely let you know. But as of now, it will not be replacing any of our core full color products. We know you guys are still printing full color in-house, and we are definitely still going to keep those products around so that you have a resource for being able to do those things or just ordering your tried and true products that you always stick with. So no worries there. This is just another option as things continue to innovate in this industry. I feel like they're ever changing, and for good reason, because we want top quality things to offer our customers. So we just are sticking with it, making sure you guys have the products that are relevant and current so that you are serving your customers in the best way possible. So you don't need to worry about any products that would be discontinued at all.
Really quick note. Max is good for cotton and poly. So if you are needing nylon, just keep in mind that there's still other UltraColor products as well as CAD color or CAD prints products that still fill that void, fill that category.
yeah, just kind of having that option there if you need it. Now we do have a question directly related to this product, so I'm going to answer those and then we can get some of the other questions coming in answered. So it looks like we have two of the same question here from Rocky Pines and 1804 Media. Is UltraColor Max a soft or paper feel? Which one is softer, UltraColor Max or UltraColor Soft? In my opinion, UltraColor Max does not feel papery. And that is a concern among many people that are currently using CAD Prints HTV, which is a printable HTV. They're concerned about it feeling papery or similar to a sticker. So you will not have to worry about this with that with this product. It's definitely much thinner, and it just has a very soft hand to it. Now, it's not going to be as soft as UltraColor Soft. right? So that is UltraColor Soft is very premium, and what they use is a water-based ink as the base of that product. So it definitely is not as soft as UltraColor Soft is, but it definitely is going to keep you from getting that stickery or papery feel, especially if you mat it down, like Kelly mentioned earlier, by just taking a craft paper cover sheet, covering the product and hitting it one more time for 1 or 2 seconds. That'll take the sheen away, which would kind of give it that sticker-like look. But it's definitely super thin and lightweight. So take that into consideration. Definitely not going to feel like those CAD Prints HTV products you're used to feeling like that.
You can get some crazy detail with the UltraColor. So keep in mind, guys, like with the HTV side of it, there's only so many details that you can actually cut and weed away. Where on the UltraColor side, I mean, I keep searching around because I just had one of my sheets to show you how insanely tiny some of these stems and details. There was one right here like an hour ago. I don't know where
I'm
it
going
went.
to check one of the boxes. I just moved, so I might not have it, but let me check.
I'm like, it was right here. Okay, so while Jenna is looking for that, I'm just gonna scan to see if there's any other questions. Shayna, I did see your question, and I did see Dennis, I saw yours. So just a second, and we will go right back up to that just to make sure. Evelyn, yes, UltraColor Max is direct to film. We just branded as UltraColor Max. Okay, Dennis, Midwest. I need a specific state. The reason why I ask is DAX always comes to Kansas City, and then they also do a DAX Chicago. So depending on what you consider Midwest, let us know. That way we can kind of pinpoint this just a little bit better.
I couldn't find the DTF sample. I still need to unpack all my office stuff. There's a lot to do here. But I did Google what all states fall under Midwest because I saw that question come in earlier. And it's more than I thought. Ohio is in there, and I was very shocked by that. But yeah, Kansas City. There will be a show in Chicago. That's also DAX. And ASI does a Chicago show throughout the year. But quick resource to find shows coming up around you or in the Midwest area, you can always check out the Stalls events page, where we will let you know what shows we will be going to. And it always lists where it's going to be.
Let's see. Evelyn, we are both not in Orlando, but there is a team in Orlando. Let's see.
I wish I was in Orlando.
Me too. I'm just in Orlando.
Well, you were just there.
And I'll go back.
Yes, Evelyn, I moved to Austin, Texas. It was a big move. I was living in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, but it's exciting. I'm happy to be here. So if there's anybody from Texas in the area watching right now and you have recommendations on anything, let me know.
Life. Okay, so let's do Shayna's question because I actually loved this. So Shayna asked, which HTV material took us by surprise in a good way? Like, wow, I wasn't expecting that finish.
I could pick so many for this.
Me too.
But I think my top one is going to have to be reflective glitter.
Oh, okay. That's a good one.
Yeah, it's super unique. The reason that I choose this one is because everyone's like, oh yeah, glitter heat transfer my vinyl. Seen it, worked with it, whatever. I am telling when I say that this finish is just totally different. Like it just has, because of those reflective beads that are in there. The glitter just shines like crazy. And I know it's probably my cheerleading background and cheerleading uniforms and dance uniforms that I just like that always catches my eye. But I just have never seen a glitter product shine like that. And I was like actually taking them out of boxes and rolling them up. And I was just like, my parents were here helping me, and they're like looking at this product like, what is this? Like, these are so pretty. And it has like a rainbow one. I don't know. It's just a very unique product. I really like it. What's yours, Kelly?
Okay, so I think mine's actually metallic. Because yeah, and the reason being is because the finish is expected, right? It's in the name, but the feel is what just continues to shock me. As many times as I've used it, I still keep waiting for the moment I go, oh, this design really makes it feel crunchy. And I have yet to do anything where I feel crunch. And
Yeah.
I know it's the metallic, like it's not necessarily the finish, but it's the feel of the product. But I do agree with you on the glitter because it has this depth, that it almost feels kind of like 3D like glitter versus where glitter flake is on top. Reflective glitter is like in the material. So it's cool. But yeah, I know. Like
I'm gonna do a bonus one. I'm with you on metallic because I like that mirror like shine. Like how you have the second option to make it look more metal.
Sure.
And have that different sheen. But Chroma Bling, we had just clear.
Yeah.
And the clear was awesome.
Yeah.
But now we have the colors, and that's just another level. And I have some right here. I'm looking at it right now, and that's why.
And it's another one that I kind of expected. It's beautiful. And it kind of has that 3D depth too when you like look at it in person. It's one that it's a tricky one because the carrier is much thicker than the product actually on the shirt. So it's another one where I think like, oh, it's going to be kind of crunchy. But it's just the colors are beautiful in that. It's that all kind of ombre, opalescent, like
opalescent. Love that.
I know.
It's a great description.
Vocabulary for
never heard of that before, but that's what I'm calling it from now on.
Opalescent? You haven't?
Opalescent? No.
Oh my gosh. Yes. It's like this. Yeah, opalescent. Okay, let's see what else we got.
Real quick, I do want to answer Jay. Jay, I did not miss your question. I don't know. So Jay Diesel asked, is the UltraColor products line coming to Canada? I assume so. I just do not have the day. So I know that right now it's just launched in the stalls for the stalls US customers. And then we're also going to carry it through our screen print division, Transfer Express. So you'll be able to access it from both. And then I would imagine the other divisions as we go along will then be launching it. But as far as timeline goes, that is something I can certainly follow up with you on. I just have to ask the right person who would have that information.
We got another question from Shayna. So, what is your favorite video that you've done on air, Shayna, or like live or YouTube recorded? Because that's a whole, like, we got a lot.
Which has been your favorite make on air? So it must have been live.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
I maybe have two. One of them was Manny Quinn that everybody named. I think when we did our.
I remember that.
Manny Quinn.
Manny Quinn.
This is Manny Quinn. It was either this or this that I did.
And that's Glitter Flake Soft Foam or Glitter Flake Flock?
Soft Foam Black glitter flake soft foam white.
Cool.
And I just remember like us doing it, and I feel like we were all just waiting to see what the final product looked like. And then the other one I did where it was like mid application, I just did not know how this thing was going to turn out. And it's when I actually did the reflective glitter. I took a flower from Canva and broke it apart, did it with HTV, and did the new reflective glitter, and did like a side.
I remember that.
And it turned out, I think I still have it, so I'll have to go find it, but it turned out beautiful. So it was one of those.
It did. I honestly, like, you have just come up with so many cool concepts. Like, Kelly is so creative when it comes to this stuff, like mixing and matching, heat transfers, and vinyl, and just how to decorate a certain garment. You're just so good at it. You're
coming from the pro, coming from the queen.
I think I'm burnt out. All my good ideas are gone.
They still keep coming. I've seen those education samples coming through. Okay, so what's been your favorite one to decorate?
What was my favorite one to decorate? Mm-hmm. I like challenging things. I want to look at something and be like, I want someone to say, you can't heat print this, and then I want to heat print it, and just to see if I can get it to work. So I think my favorite thing was using UltraWeed on one of those clear stadium bags without burning it, because it's like a plastic, and it worked. And then printing a yoga mat.
Yeah.
That one was fun. But I like printing like off the wall stuff just to see if it will work, and then coming up with cool concepts on how to print them. So those were both done in a webinar that I did, and it was, can you heat print that? Yeah. And I think that another one we showed was how to press on shoes. I think that we've done it so many times, but people like just entering into heat printing don't realize you can actually heat press on shoes with the shoe platen. So those are some fun applications that I like doing.
You know, that's one thing that I feel like I get asked, like, or at least last year with the shows that I've done, if we had a shoe platen, and we rarely bring them to shows, but like, I know we've got the videos on them. But there's always one person that's like, do you have the shoe platen here so I can see how it actually works?
Yeah. Mary asked a question, if you can use UltraColor Soft on a baby blanket. Yes, you can. It is CPSIA compliant. So anytime you're wondering if a product is safe for children or babies, just look for that CPSIA compliancy stamp. It will be on the product page so that you know that it's safe. But yes, baby blankets, onesies, bibs, anything child related, you are good to go there. Thank you, Jessie. Thanks, Evelyn.
I found it. This guy.
Oh, there it is. Oh, that is so cute. Yeah, I remember that. I just love how that turned out.
And it's funny because guess what? It's metallic and reflective glitter with UltraWeed. So it's like the two products that we both named.
Yeah. UltraWeed is one of those like low-key, like awesome products that no one hypes up enough. Like, it deserves so much more hype if you just need single color designs or logos. I love that product.
Me too. I do too. It's UltraWeed is the first thing that I go to, like 98% of the time.
Yeah, it slept on a little bit.
Let's see. And you guys, Carly is on the other side for us, and she is popping in links, and that will help you guys go directly to what we're talking about if you guys have any questions on it. So she has placed upcoming events. She has also placed the shoe platen. So if some of you guys are like, what in the world are these girls talking about in terms of platens, you'll notice that there's links that you can click on and it'll take you directly there. Same thing for UltraColor Max. And I feel like there was one more at the beginning, but I did not. I normally always shout out to Carly, but hi, Carly. Happy 2022. Oh, and Ultra Weed. See, she's on it. She's already popping it in there. Okay, so that we are out of questions right now. So if you guys have questions, go ahead and continue to pop them in there.
I have a question for you, Kelly.
Yeah.
As someone was on one of our Instagram reels, and it's Casitas by Jen, and she. Oh wait, no, that wasn't the one. Oh no, it's Shy Cat Krista. Okay, she asked what blank you used. It was the Bella Canvas Styles 7504. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it's this video where Kelly shows adhesive and foil on a Bella Canvas hoodie. So Kelly, my question for you is, sorry. My question for you is, who's your favorite blank supplier and why?
Oh,
like if you had to pick one blank supplier, and I mean brand, not like distributor, like one brand
I don't want to
go to, what would it be?
I don't want to. Oh, smokes. I don't know if I can answer this because
it's hard, right?
It is. And I feel like if you choose one, right, then sometimes it can put you more in the corporate world, or it can put you more in the trendy world, or everyday t-shirts and fleece. And anyway, so I really love Independent Trading Co.
Me too.
I do. There's another brand. I like MV Sport as well. But I have been finding that any product I get from Independent Trading Co., I'm always like, oh man, this is X. So like this is either really soft, or this is probably thicker than what I was expecting. And that goes for like quality, that goes for the style, where it's not super trendy, but then they also always seem to have more quantity or more pieces available. And I don't know if it's because people just don't know to use them, or if they're just that good with maintaining like a little bit at a time versus 500 pieces and then it's gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I do order more Independent Trading Co. stuff now more than anything. You
know, that was just a question for you because I can't answer it. There's so many good brands, and you're right, they all serve a certain purpose.
Yep.
Whether that is for the sportswear market or for just basic t-shirts, like custom t-shirts. You're doing 100 cotton t-shirts, like, and then there's the corporate world.
Yep.
So I would say if I had to pick like a go-to that could serve all three, and that was the only person I could order from, it would be Sport Tech.
Oh, that's a good one. Good. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So like if I had to have one resource for everything, I think it's Sport Tech, because they do like 50-50 blends.
Yep.
They do like Nike
Polos.
dupes.
Yeah.
They do Nike dupes. Like if you compare Nike and Sport Tech, no, it's not going to be the same polyester. Right. It's a different polyester. That's why it is not as expensive.
Yep.
But they do Nike dupes, the polos, the quarter zips, the full zips, the hoodies. They remind me so much of Nike that you could serve the corporate world and the sportswear market.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say I would have to say that Sport Tech is just one of those one of those brands that can serve multiple markets.
They do a ton of dupes, not for just like I'm gonna say like Nike, Under Armour. I don't know what to call those compared.
It's like big brand.
Yeah, but like I've noticed that there's been some pieces that I've ordered that reminded me of like Lulu and Athleta, just on like the fabrication, you know, the content and the way it's constructed. But Sport Tech is a very, very, very good one. So we had one from S&S and we had one from Sanmar. So that's,
yeah.
And like, can they just, I want to get all, yeah, I know, like,
can we have a love child of Sport Tech and independent trading company?
Right? We can call it sport trading. Sport
there
trading.
We go.
We'll keep going. We can do this all day.
I'm not noticing any more questions coming in from YouTube or Facebook. Is there any common questions that you get that you think would be worth hearing for our viewers? Oh, Jesse has one. What site is best if you are not a printing business? We are a gym who want to start printing our own things. I have yet to play with my machine.
Start playing with your machine. So when you say what is the best site, do you mean for art or for ordering transfers?
Well, let's answer both, right? So if you need art and transfers, One Stop Shop is our website because we have the artwork designer or the artwork uploader. So we have free templates and clip art and fonts that are all available to you to use for free. You can also upload your own artwork and edit artwork in there. So if you wanted to take your gym logo and vectorize it so that you can get it in a heat transfer vinyl, you can do that. Or you can just upload it and we will send you the transfer ready to heat press. So that's Stahl's Vinyl Designer. Then we have the artwork uploader. Now, you can also get apparel on there. And all you have to do is use your business ID. So you can get apparel through the website on Transfer Express. It's our screen print division. They have apparel on there, or like we mentioned, S&S Activewear and Sanmar as well. So I think that you have a ton of options available to you. I think it's awesome that you want to add this on as a secondary like income stream to your gym. Whenever I was living in Pennsylvania, a lot of local gyms were doing this. They had a little retail spot just set up in a corner of the gym, and people would just buy water bottles, t-shirts, hoodies, gym shorts, sports bras, whatever. And all they did was print that gym logo on all of their stuff. And it worked out really well for them. And then it even ended up working out so well that they invested in Stahl's Spirit Sale, because I talked to them about it. I was like, you need to put this stuff online. And so they started a retail store through that, and we're selling their products online as well.
So Jesse, there is a personal trainer in my neighborhood. She's got this like website where she does daily workouts. Like she's got an entire girl gang is just what I'm going to call it. Right. And she does monthly like inspiration teas, and she only has a certain quantity available. So this doesn't have to be geared just towards women, but that's something else that you could consider doing is small runs, short quantity. That way you don't have to worry about, you know, random sizes left over or whatever, but it creates urgency for those that are in the gym to know when it's going to drop, and then they want to purchase it. So and it was just like small things, like nothing big. Obviously you can turn it in and make it your own, but like create urgency around it. not just if you want to buy it, you can buy it. Like, make them want it. That's what you got to do.
Yeah, that urgency, like even people using that feature on Spirit Cell where they turn on you can turn on a countdown where it says this store is going to close at this time on this day. So when people come to it, they're like, oh, well, I want to get my order in now instead of missing out on being able to buy. Yeah, a lot of people that are just starting out with like their own brand do that. And I think it's very smart.
Yep,
like,
for sure.
Just limiting, making sure you're not stuck with a bunch of leftover inventory and things like that.
Guys, Carly has added the artwork uploader as well as the Stalls vinyl designer. So if you're not for sure exactly what the Stalls vinyl designer was or where it was on the website, just click that link. It's free to use. You can go in there and design, create whatever you want, import, export. You just have to make sure that you have a Stalls account with us, which is free. So again, it's free. It doesn't cost anything. But start there, play around, and kind of go from there.
All right. So one more question as we're wrapping up here. T-Town T-Shirts asks, do you guys sell bigger gang sheets through Transfer Express? Wants to be able to fit more on a gang sheet than what he's able to with 11 by 14. This is something that Transfer Express does offer. You can do a 14.25 by 18 sheet if you are doing our UltraColor product, or if you need something bigger in, say, a goof-proof ink formula. That is something that you can call into Transfer Express for, and they can build you out a custom sheet. So if you are looking for goof-proof as the ink formula you want to use, go ahead and call in. They can help you with a custom gang sheet size. If you can make it work on the 11.25 by 18 with UltraColor Soft, then that's the product you'll want to select to get that larger gang sheet. All right.
I thought to Rocky Pines, I thought this was removed. Is it still there? The expiration date on it?
I'm not sure I understand the.
Rocky Pines, can you email me Kelly.Walters@stalls.com? The Transfer Express site had like a 30-day, you could access it, and then within 30 days.
Oh, yeah. That was supposed to
be removed, right? Okay.
I thought the beginning of last year that was something that was taken off.
I thought it was too. So if Rocky Pines, I wish there was a name there. If you are experiencing that you can't get into it, go ahead and email me. If it's just been a while since you've accessed it, then I would go in and try again. Because like Jenna, I thought this was like last March or like.
Yeah, it was early last year that it was supposed to go away. They said that they're going to check.
Ooh, here's a really good one from Bruce. What would you recommend best for pressing custom neck tags? Goof proof is my recommendation.
That was going to be mine as well.
And Transfer Express actually has a template already set up where you can go in and you can change the content if you want to change the content, like your fabrication content. Or if you're going to keep the tag in a garment that states what the item is made out of, then you could just remove that. But goof proof, because you could do one color, you can gang the heck out of a sheet with different sizes of your tags. And then you can add other things on there as well. And it will be the most cost effective. Sorry, it was coming out differently. But just keep in mind that, like, technically there has to be some type of fabric content somewhere on the shirt. So if you rip that tag out, just make sure you put it in your label, which is why Transfer Express has the, like 50/50 or 50/20/10/5, whatever the next part is. Okay. Do you see any more, Jenna?
Nope. I was gonna, after that question was answered, gonna wrap up.
Cool. Oh wait, there's another one. On Spirit Sale, can we put in our own inventory? Say if we already have pre-made items and not custom to order, like I only have 5 smalls.
Yes.
I'm pretty
So
sure.
originally, whenever you import your I'm trying to think back to whenever I've built out a store.
Yeah.
Whenever you are importing your own product, you can control the inventory. Now, if you are ordering and you're importing directly from Sanmar's catalog or SNS Activewear's catalog or Alpha Broder's catalog, you can edit that. They'll already import an inventory for you, so you know that the product's there. But you can change that on your end. So you'll just go in and change that number. And it's right when you import the product. You can go in and edit. Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in and chatting with us. We were really excited to jump on and kick off the new year with you guys and answer some questions. If you guys happen to be watching this later on while this isn't live, feel free to comment any other questions that you have in the chat, and we will be following up on this post to make sure all of your questions are answered. But again, Happy New Year. I'm wishing you all the best of luck in your business for 2022. And we hope to see you at upcoming trade shows and, of course, here as we are doing our monthly or bi-weekly live broadcasts.
That's it. You sealed it. All right, guys. Have a wonderful rest of the week and even better weekend, and we'll see you next time. Bye.